Okay. We just finished up station 6 just a moment ago. It was the midpoint problem. Basically, the only difference between what we did here and what we did there, in this first one, we were given both endpoints, so we plugged them in, we added them together, and divided by 2. That was both x coordinates and both y coordinates. We did the same thing. On this next one, we're given the midpoint, and we're given one of the endpoints and have to find the other endpoint. So that's why we did all this stuff. I color-coded everything so you can see. Midpoint is in green. The missing point is in blue, and the known endpoint is in red. And then afterwards, I just did all the algebra and got that, and I put them up here, up above x2 and y2. If you have any questions, please bring them with you to class before the test starts, so that way you have access to it. All right, now let's look at station 7. It says, given that SQ is perpendicular to PR. Now, what that means is, it means it forms a right angle. So that means two things right here. This angle's a right angle, this angle's a right angle, so is this, and so is that. They're all these are right angles. So here's what I know. I know that 2x plus 5x plus 6 equals 90. I know that because it already says that these two angles are equal, which makes these two angles here complementary. So now I got 7x plus 6 equals 90. Subtract 6. 7x equals 84. And I divide by 7. So I get x equals 12. All right. And the same thing goes here with this. All right, so I got 4y minus 2 equals 90. So plus 2. So 4y equals 92. Divide by 4. So y equals 23. So there you go. It doesn't ask for anything else, so we're just going to leave it right there. And like I've said a couple times already, make sure if anything is unclear in this, please email me or ask me in class beforehand, so that way it's done. All right. Number 1, line AB. That's this line right here. Now, there are several different possibilities for this. One is line BA. I could even say line AT. I could even say line TA. I could even say line TB or even line BT. The order there is not important, but what is important is you include 2 letters in that. Do not, I repeat, do not, and I've stated this several times, but I'm going to say it again. Do not use any more than 2 letters. Don't do that. You do not name it with more than 2 letters. You name it with exactly 2 letters. All right. Now, name a line in plane Z. Okay, well, there are actually two possibilities. One of them is line L. So you could say line L. Now, you can't put a line symbol above it. You have to actually state that it's a line because it's only one term. The other possibility is right there, line AB. Line AB is also in line Z because it is the intersection of that plane, or excuse me, is in plane Z. So either one of those. All right, it's an or statement. Actually, let me erase that. Line L or line AB. And then finally, it says name the intersection of planes Z and W. Once again, third time's a charm. It's going to be line AB. So basically, line AB is a possible answer for each of these 3 questions in this diagram. It's all in the way it's written. Okay, so We're almost done. It says given supplementary the measure of angle FGH is 5 times the measure of angle HGI. Now, I'll tell you this right now. It doesn't look like it is, but you got to go with the data and not the diagram. So here I know FGA is 5 times HGI. So this is going to be this is going to be X, and this is going to be 5X. Like I said, I'm going by the data. It doesn't look like it in the diagram, but remember, the diagram is just to help us. You always trust the data. So that means that 5X plus X equals 180 degrees because they are supplementary. So when I add them together, I get 6X equals 180. So X equals 180 divided by 6, which equals 30. Okay, so that means that X equals 30. And this will be 5 times 30, which is 150 degrees. And if you add 150 plus 30, you're going to get 180 degrees, and that's exactly what you want. All right. Now, let's work on the last one here. Here's what we're given. We're given 2 complementary angles. The measure of angle FIJ right here is 4 times the measure of JIH. So JIH is smaller. We'll call it Y. Let me redo that. We'll call that Y. And then Fij is 4 times that, so it's going to be 4Y. So I got 4Y plus Y equals 90. So that means 4Y plus Y is 5Y, which is 90. So divide by 5. So Y equals 18. So that's 18. All right. Now, JIH is the value of Y, so it's going to be 18. But Fij is 4 times 18, which is 72 degrees. And if you add 72 and 18, you will get 90 degrees. All right. That is the Chapter 1 test review. If you have questions, you can always email me or you can bring them with you to class and we'll talk about it before you start the test. Remember, the test is on Canvas and be prepared for it. Make sure you have your own calculator. That is not your phone. You could probably use the one on your Chromebook, but I'm not sure how that works. So anyway, with that being said, that is the test review.